So we're back from our Pennsylvania snake adventure. This was my 3rd year rattlesnake hunting, and this was Ethan's.
First, it was a really fun time. I got my first snake, but I had a fun time. We got to see elk, we got to see deer, I got to noodle. This one I got good. I got to do tons of stuff. It was a great time, and I hope you had a fun time too.
Yeah, we both had a blast. We're happy to share it with you, and then we're going to do a catch and cook with the snake that we brought back.
I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned to see the catch, clean, and cook of these rattlesnakes. And I'll see you guys there. So, we're here in Clearfield County in Pennsylvania, rattlesnake hunting.
But this year it's just me and Ethan, and we're going to take you along and see if we can't fill our tags or at least see a few rattlesnakes. We are on the top of a mountain, and we are where no minivan has ever gone before. And there's like there's a gravel hole here we're going to check. We just came down. There he is, or she is, we're not sure. You got to go back to the car, Ethan, and get the tube. There we go, that's better. We're going to try and tube him and measure him. Grab him right about here, Ethan.
We'll go in there. Snake.
Oh, watch out. Now he's in.
Snake-o. How did you do it?
See how far up the tube it's going?
Well,
Right.
I still want to get him.
There you
Because if he's,
You count the thing. One after the split one. 8 feet. Just measuring just for fun.
well, if she's, they don't have to be, they can be a female, right?
No, they can't. From the tube down here, from the tube. Down to her tail. Go.
Alright.
Yeah, now from the tube up.
15.
Alright, so we tubed this, and it turns out she's a female, so we're going to let her go in a second. But Ethan just wants to get a couple pictures with her. She's a beautiful yellow face. Alright, Ethan's going to let her go. Nice job, Ethan. Now, do you want to, let's go check up there before we put her back in the
I'm
pit.
going to put her over there.
Alright.
Good girl.
Whoop.
Double trouble. More snakes.
Yeah,
Not the same snake. The other snake had a bigger rattle.
bigger rattle, and this is a smaller snake.
Yeah, and her pattern didn't go that far down there.
See him in the road all the time.
Can I go tackle him?
So Ethan just found this mushroom. Point to it, Ethan. And what do you think it might be?
Chicken of the forest.
But we're not sure. Put in the comments, is that a chicken of the forest or not? Thanks. We were told, we were driving down this road, we're going up to this spot to snake hunt, but we were told this is some of the best drinking water in the state. We're gonna try it. Hopefully I don't get giardia. Here we go. No. Oh, that's good water. Water all tastes the same. No, it's pretty good. There goes Ethan trying to taste some of the best water in the state of Pennsylvania. Ethan's scared he's going to get giardia, so look, he's faking it. Go ahead, it can't be that bad. It's pretty flavorless.
What if this is the wrong water thing he's talking about?
This one here is the best sewer water in the state of Pennsylvania. We're going to find out that actually this is some guy's car wash station, and we're both going to be so sick.
As you can see, back behind us, we have good grounds. We got our first rattlesnake yesterday, and we got like this brown copper colored snake, but he's not a copperhead. He was like a worm snake looking guy. I'm sure there is one here, you know?
There's got to be one here. But this side of the trail hasn't been hit by sun yet, so.
He might not come out yet.
keep your eyes out for sheds. That's a good sign.
For a shed?
Yeah.
I'm looking for sheds right now, too. First keeper snake. Okay, let's deal with him. Get him, get him, get him, get him.
All right, Ethan, what do you want to tell me?
We just walked maybe a mile and a half. And
Walked over here.
checked a bunch of stuff. We saw one tiny rattlesnake. But this is, we don't know if he's a keeper yet, but we're hoping he is. And we're going to measure him and hopefully tag him out.
All right, we got a snake in the bag. It looks like Ethan will be tagging out. I gotta tell you, if you just had triplets or you already have a giant family, maybe you're Mormon or I don't know, who else has lots of kids, Catholics, I recommend this. It's a Chrysler minivan. We have taken it.
Redo that. People aren't going to like that.
I didn't say anything bad about being Catholic. Or Mormon. I just said they have a lot of kids. But anyhow, I highly recommend this Chrysler minivan. It goes over mountains, it goes through rivers, it goes everywhere. If you're from Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I'm joking. We did none of those things. Ethan, how many thumbs up for our rocket van?
3/4 of a thumb.
3/4 of a thumb, which is pretty good for a minivan, because you never give a full thumbs up for a minivan. Rocket van! Ethan, what are you doing?
I don't know. This is terrifying.
Driving the rocket van. I just got tired of driving, so Ethan's in charge of driving. Here in the wilds of Pennsylvania, we have the wild driver. Rocket van! So here's one of the campsites at Louder Family Campground. It's right in this little pine forest. You got your picnic table, you got your fire ring, got a little firewood there. There's also firewood available. It's like $5 to get more firewood, which is really good. We bought one thing of it and it lasted us for like 3 days. All right, here's one of the 2 fish ponds. This is the fish pond. A fish pond is weird. Fishing ponds that has the giant catfish in that you can fish in. There is a big volleyball or play activity field. I guess horseshoes. So all in all, it's a pretty cool place. I highly recommend you check out. Really? You have bucks come into or all the? Here's our little cabin that we rented here in the Louder Family Campground. There's our campsite, chairs and our fire. It was great. It's a great little cabin if you ever want to rent it. I tried to take some film inside, but it feels really claustrophobic with this lens. I didn't bring another one. Oh, here comes Ethan back from the bathhouse. He's all showered and ready to go. So it's the last day of our hunt. Ethan, what are you hunting for?
Copperhead.
Yeah. So we're going to walk down the middle of the path.
With our sneakers, and then when we get to the rocks and crap, we're going to put on our boots.
That's the plan. All right.
Wait, is autofocus on?
I don't know. The thing's being a pain.
Keeper? It's a nice snake.
All right, can you get the tube?
I can't even touch this sucker. I'm gonna put the camera off and
Get the tube,
help. Be careful with this guy. He's feisty.
He's very feisty. He's resigned to his fate that he's gonna get tubed.
There we go. Oh.
Just stop your nonsense.
There you go. Let me guess. Not a legal snake.
He's got 23 things.
So he's a male.
He's a male. All right, I'm gonna now need your help. The snake in the bag, he's got 24,
24, but mine had 22.
24 caudal scales, and he is like 42 inches with the thing. He was exactly 41, but with his kink, so he's longer than that. So we're good to go with our length. We're good to go with our male. I got him in the bag. The only thing I'm thinking is we got all this other power line, so I could let him go and get another one. But then Ethan says
we're lucky enough that we got to come out here in a short period of time and get a keeper. So like,
yeah. And Ethan's got really bad blisters. So before we go home and we head back to Chatham, Ethan, I want you to tell us, this was your first year of snake hunting.
and we successfully got both of our tags filled.
Nice.
Which I was not expecting at all.
What's your feeling about snake hunting?
I gotta get boots that don't hurt my heels, and I love it. It's a different hobby compared to like some people on their vacations going to Disneyland or something stupid. We go up here and risk our lives to get bit by a rattlesnake, so we can say, "Oh yeah, I was rattlesnake hunting. Look at me, I'm the best."
That's why we do it?
Yeah. And we can have the awesome skins. But I'm very thankful for my dad to take me up, and it was a really fun time. So thank you, Dad.
Thank you for coming, Ethan, and keeping me company. So we're back in Chatham, and today we're gonna clean and cook those rattlesnakes. And I think we have a pretty unique idea. We're gonna have some friends over and enjoy our rattlesnake. So stay tuned to the end of the video and see how the rattlesnake tastes and how our idea works out. I already cleaned my snake because I hadn't done it for a year and I wanted to practice, and I'm gonna help Ethan clean his now. He's a little nervous about messing it up, so I'm gonna start it for him and then I'll let him take over. So I think we filmed a little, I don't know if we're gonna put it in. We froze the snakes and then we cut their heads off. And then we got them out, we got them thawed, and now we're gonna skin them. And this, I don't know, might be a little graphic for some of you. It's just like cleaning a fish. Like I said, I did mine yesterday just because I knew we were gonna film this and I didn't want to look like a complete bozo, so. Bono. So you're gonna snip, starting it is the hardest part. You're gonna snip the skin with a pair of scissors. And I saw all this, I should give credit where credit is due. I watched the guys from Leatherwood Outdoors do this. That's where I learned everything. I'm not gonna pretend like I knew what I was doing. But you're just gonna snip it right down, oops, the center. I'm gonna see how once it gets going, just try and stay in,
It's not in the center.
try and stay in the middle. Boy, am I shaky in the morning. Oops. Oh, I am going to the side a little. I'm doing a terrible job after all my... Alright, I'll let you take over skinning your snake.
You.
I can hold it for you.
Straight.
Good plan. Oops, now you're into his viscera, so you want to stay up above that. I just use the tip, that's why, because it's hard to get. Now you keep going.
Look how much blood you're getting on the deck.
We'll rinse it off in 2 seconds. Go right out his butthole. There you go. Perfect.
Gross.
All right. I'll start it and you can pull it off, okay? All right, there you go. Ready? Slowly pull it down. It's like you're undressing him.
Are you helping me? And you've got to do 3.
Go ahead, pull. A little harder.
Wow, he's fat.
Never thought you never, oh, careful now, when we get to this part, this part, I think we scun out with a scalpel. So let's take this.
For snapper.
There. All right, now, whoa, bloody Ethan, come here.
The next step that we're gonna be doing with this snake is sous videing him. See you guys in the kitchen.
All right, last time we cooked rattlesnake, it was really chewy. So this time we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna try sous videing the meat to try and keep it a little more tender. But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the rattlesnake meat, and we're gonna do it in our sous vide cooker, because sous vide seems to make everything more tender, and maybe it won't dry out like it did when we tried it. So Ethan's gonna chop it up into a few 8-inch pieces. Harder, harder. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to cook it 2 separate ways.
Dad thinks his is going to be good with
I'm going to
Frank's Red Hot.
sous vide it in Frank's Red Hot.
And I'm just going to go plain and go salt and pepper and see how it comes out. So I guess we're going to, he's just going to pour his in. I'm going to go.
I should have folded down the edge of my bag. Woo. So I don't know if you guys ever sous vide, but it's basically you put something in a vacuum bag and then you cook it in a water bath. The only thing is, so I'm going to vacuum seal out the air here. And it's all sealed in. I'm going to rinse out the excess stuff so it doesn't get in the water bath. Ethan, you want to do yours? This is not the best. It's a good sous vide unit, but this vacuum sealer is junk.
Okay, so the Rattlesnake is all sealed in for my bag, and Dad's is already in, so I'm gonna put mine in. So this water is like, it's warm, but it's not too warm. It's 130.
130. There's not a lot of information online about what temperature to sous vide a rattlesnake at. Actually, there's no information, so we're just guessing. Like 130 is like medium rare steak. So we're gonna put it in the thing here for let me start all over. We're gonna put it in at 130 for
4 hours.
no, like there's not much meat there. We'll put it in for 2 hours. This is so now this will just circulate it in that warm water for 2 hours. I think that's going to be enough time because it's so little. This is a really good sous vide cooker. We'll put a link to it in the description. If you don't sous vide stuff, check it out. It's the best way to cook game meat and stuff. It keeps it really tender and moist. And like I said, last time we tried cooking rattlesnake, it was like dry and we fried it. I mean, it was okay, but we're trying something a little different. So we're trying to get a little more tender, moist meat this time. So we will see you in 2 hours when this is done. And hopefully it'll cool down. I'm sweating. So we got our rattlesnake cleaned, and we got it in the sous vide cooker cooking, and then we're gonna do a final preparation, and I think I got a pretty unique idea, something that I haven't seen anywhere, and maybe it'll be a first time ever. The rattlesnake's been cooking now actually for 3 hours in the sous vide cooker. I've been poking at it through the bags, and it feels like it's getting pretty mushy and tender, and it's all cooked. So now we're gonna take it out here, still in these bags, and so I got a bucket of ice, got some water, put that in there. This is really unnecessary for you to see this, but what the heck. And some salt, so I got a nice cold brine, so because we don't want to have to try and pick this off while it's hot with our bare fingers, we're just going to take it out and throw it in this ice brine. That actually will stop it cooking, but it's already really mushy. I checked it a minute ago. There, and we'll just let that, we're just letting it cool down so we can pick the meat off the bones easily.
So we're cleaning this part of the rattlesnake. I'm gonna pick the meat off of mine. He's gonna pick the meat off of his. But we're gonna try and make little strips and little bits of it so we can put it on the secret fan.
So we just got the rattlesnakes out of the sous vide. I cooled it down. Ugh. Throw out these bags. And now we'll just start picking the meat off and putting it in these bowls. No, I don't think it is it? It's just
first bite, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, mine's good.
I'm going to try the Frank's Red Hot stuff. Yeah, that's what I remember it tasting like.
Ethan, less eating, more picking.
More picking.
Somebody order 2 large rattlesnake pieces?
Yeah, come on in. All right, so that's our special surprise, Rattlesnake Pizza. This is our good friend Petey from New England Pizza here in Chatham, and he was cool enough to help us cook these rattlesnake pizzas. All right, so we got rattlesnake with Frank's Red Hot and pineapple, and just plain rattlesnake pizza. And we got our tasters here. We got Laura Donnelly, we got Uncle Andy, we got Kathy from the local farmers market. All right, here we go.
The rattlesnake.
Is it gluten-free rattlesnake? I never even checked that.
Just one little piece of
Is it? Oh, it's good. I mean, New England always. Do I have stuff on my face?
I don't know about.
No, not really.
New England pizza always makes some fantastic pizza, but this rattlesnake pizza is especially good.
Andy, how does it taste?
I got to I had to get rid of the cheesy part at the end. Hang on.
It was good.
I'm waiting.
Here comes Ethan. Did he already try his?
It's good. I mean,
Let's see if Albert likes
I
rattlesnake.
would not eat it. I wouldn't.
Petey,
Did you already have a piece?
your experience?
I'm gonna get pineapple
It's really good.
and everything.
I'm ready.
Alrighty.
I'm getting
Ready?
pineapple and everything.
Ooh.
I mean, if you told me this was like linguiça, I'd be like, okay.
Ooh.
It's a little-
rattlesnake linguiça. Albert, come here.
It's
I
a
gotta
little
touch.
chewy, but
Yeah?
it's good.
See if
Ethan?
Albert.
Pizza.
Animal. You're just an animal.
How is that's pretty good? Probably gonna go raid
Sit.
the woods now.
Albert likes rattlesnake.
I always have to eat leftovers.
All right, it's time for our fearless cameraman and editor Alex to try the pizza.
I'm the king of leftovers, so I can pick whatever I want. People already touch with their fingers everything, so I think I'm gonna pick this slice.
How is it?
You know what? For some reason, it tastes for me like a rabbit meat. I don't know if anybody like compare it to rabbit, but I think that's.
I guess that's what they eat. Well, actually, it should taste like mouse meat.
I never tried that before. All right, thank you guys. I think it was a great experiment. And what they say about pizza? Hold on, because it was a good.
Pizza is like sex. When it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's still pretty good.
I'll do it. 3, 2, 1. Let me get all my weird itches and whatever out before I do the video.
All right, so we're back from Pennsylvania. We had a blast.
Here, do it again. I just went. I did a pea server. I was like,
All right, ready?
So she's gonna try it. We're gonna get Kristen's reaction to rattlesnake pizza.
Delish.